It's time for Nerdgasm.
OBS Studio, but just be warned, I did try OBS Studio before shooting this tutorial, and I ran into some resolution problems with the because if you look down here at the little microphone, you can see the meters going up and down as I'm talking because my voice is actually mapped because it's using the default microphone on the attached to it. So I'm going to go ahead and just select that as the default, but you can add as many webcams as you want. Now we're going to go ahead and leave the audio input device to disabled, but if you were using the internal microphone on the webcam, you could select it directly. But we're going to leave that disabled because I'm actually using a microphone plugged in through USB. Okay, let's go ahead and hit push OK. Hey, look, I'm back. So let's say that I want a scene where it's just me. So when I'm doing my live stream, let's say during game loading menus and stuff, I just want you guys to see me. I will set up this scene as just that. So we're going to go ahead and rename scene, just so I know what it is. And we're just going to say full webcam. Doesn't matter. You can type in whatever you want. And now I'm going to create a new scene. I'm going to right click on this box, say add another scene, and we're going to call this gameplay with webcam. So now I have two scenes in my project. So you can see gameplay with webcam has nothing. Full webcam has me. See? Nothing. And I can switch between them while I'm live streaming, which is really cool. All right, so now I want to add a source. So we're going to go ahead and add my webcam again. So go to video capture devices. And we'll just do webcam again. But then we just got a black screen back here. And we're going to call this Castle Crash. Because Castle Crash, you're going to hold down the Alt up a lot of the screen real estate. So this is probably the default live stream that most of you guys see. And what I can do is during loading screens, I can go ahead and just click full webcam and it'll switch back to me in full frame. Now I apologize for the lag, guys. Again, I'm doing this on a VM. On your computer, it's not going to be that. So I'm going to set my hot views. All right, so the next step is now we need to set it up to live stream. We're going to start with YouTube and then we'll move over to Twitch. So what you want to do is go up to settings and then select settings. I know that's a little redundant. And then you have a whole bunch of options over on the left side of the screen. You have general, encoding, broadcast settings, video, audio, hotkeys, so on and so forth. There are a lot of options in here. Don't let it overwhelm you. So what we want to start with is encoding. Now under encoding options, the default is going to be 1,000 kilobytes per second. Now, what you want to do is figure out how much upstream bandwidth you have. So I recommend going to a site like speedtest.net and conducting a speed test to figure out how much upload bandwidth you have. Then, because you're going to be playing a game, factor in that you're probably going to need some of that bandwidth for the game itself. So dial it back by about a quarter. And what I usually recommend if you have the bandwidth for it is no less than 2,500 kilobits per second for 1080p at 30 frames per second, or no less than 2,000 at 720p, just from my own experience. But if you can get up to 3,500, it's going to look amazing. So for my upstream, I'm going to go ahead and set it at 3,000 kilobytes per second, roughly 3 megabit. Okay, now I'm going to go down to broadcast settings, and you can see right here, mode live stream or file output only. If you set it to file output only, it will just save a local copy to the hard drive. So if you're recording like a Let's Play video or something like that, you can totally use this to do that. You don't have to live stream. You can also record locally and live stream at the same time, so you have a physical copy locally on your system. It's actually a very versatile software. So we're going to go ahead and set it back to live stream. And then down here, you can see streaming services. There's a whole list. There's Twitch, Vaughn, Good Game, Daily Motion, YouTube. I mean, you can stream to all of these places with OBS. We're going to set it to YouTube/YouTube Gaming. And then what you're going to see down here in the fourth box is play path or stream key. Now, this is the most important part of the whole live streaming process. Now, to get that key, you have to go log into your YouTube account and you have to open up the dashboard. Now, you can see here in my dashboard, I have under live streaming, I have stream now, which is to be for your viewers. What I want to do is click reveal and then copy the contents of this box with a series of dots to mask it. Now, another setting I recommend changing is down here where it says file path. I would change that from FLV to MP4. Both above and below right here. And the reason being is Windows 10 at least has a hard time playing back the Flash video files with the default built-in media player, but MP4 files play everywhere. So by setting that extension, it just works. You'll also notice that we have some warnings below. It says your OBS settings are not optimized for YouTube. Please use the following. Go to advanced settings and set the keyframe interval of 4 seconds. So we want to go to advanced settings and find keyframe interval, and we want to set that to 4. It's nice that it gives you these little tips, honestly. Now you can see back at broadcast settings, we no longer have that warning. Now you click on video. Right now it's already set up exactly how I want it. It's going to live stream at 1920 by 1080 at 30 frames per second. But if you want, you can stream at 60 frames per second, or you can drop it back to 1280 by 720 if you don't have a lot of upload bandwidth, or you want to do 60 frames per second and 1080p can't handle it. And feel out your viewers. USB headphones plugged in, or USB per second at 30 frames per second YouTube, guys, with that composite game. And from my through OBS live stream using OBS. So this is a little bit weird, guys, and the stream's why they can't hear sound. It's because my mic, because I think we've got some seconds, and you should use X264 encoded. Old version of OBS use. I'm going to demonstrate something. Drag in an image. Open up my little photo folder here. I have a little matrix background. I'm going to go ahead and just drag that out there.